The A8 is the pinnacle of Audi's luxury sedans, packed with tech including autonomous driving features, and redolent with luxury options. Even a backseat foot warmer. A 340 horsepower turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 is standard. A 460 horsepower twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 is optional. All-wheel drive, and 8-speed automatic, and air suspension are standard. An optional suspension system scans the road for imperfections, adjusting to soak them up. A 449 horsepower plug-in hybrid with inductive charging is in the works.If the unregulated realm of the automated car is the Wild West, Audi could be the next Billy the Kid. Its all-new A8 luxury sedan is positioned to be the first vehicle to offer Level 3 self-driving capability. Like the actual Wild West, the highly autonomous version is filled with the unknown and uncontrollable, but here the threats are regulation and liability, not gunslingers. Accordingly, Audi still won't say whether the first car with self-driving capability will actually be allowed to drive itself when it goes on sale in the United States in the fall of 2018. Either way, the 2019 A8 poses a genuine threat to Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Cadillac. It is taller, longer, more isolated from the road, yet better controlled than the A8 it replaces. It is a cruise missile for the wealthy. It flattens mountains and straightens freeways with ease. And even absent traffic jam pilot, the official term for the headline self-driving feature, it's quite likely the most technologically advanced car in the world. At launch, the A8 will be available with one engine, a single-turbo 3.0-liter V6 good for 340 horsepower and 369 pounds-feet of torque. Shortly thereafter, by the end of 2018, a twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 with 460 horses will follow. Both powerplants get limited hybrid assistance, thanks to the use of an alternator that doubles as a starter, BAS, for belt-alternator-starter, in Audi lingo, an arrangement that powers a 48-volt electrical system. The alternator starter is good for 16 horsepower during energy recuperation and 9 horsepower when assisting the gasoline engine. Its purpose, according to Alexander Kruse, the Audi engineer responsible for the development of the BAS system, is to assist the gas engines in achieving their most efficient operating RPM sooner, thus improving fuel economy. The BAS will add torque to the powertrain mix, but its contributions are at the low end, nowhere near the peak output of the engines.Audi's German planners tell us the W12 engine will not come to the United States, despite its being offered in previous A8 tests. But U.S. representatives for the company aren't yet willing to admit it. We're not holding our breath. Both the V6 and V8 engines are paired with ZF's paddle-shiftable 8-speed automatic transmission, and Quattro all-wheel drive is standard. EPA estimates aren't yet available, but it's safe to say that Audi didn't make the A8 a hybrid so it could be less efficient than the car it replaces, which yielded a combined 22 miles per gallon when fitted with the supercharged 3.0-liter V6. For those with mileage at the top of their desires, a plug-in hybrid model offering 449 combined horsepower and equipped with inductive charging capability will arrive in early 2019. Like the current A8, the fourth-generation sedan will be available in the United States only in the longer of the car's two wheelbases, which this time spans 123.1 inches. It's not yet determined whether the S8 to be spun from this new model will come in the shorter, 118.0-inch wheelbase, following the strategy used on the current A8/S8. Length is up by 1.3 inches and height by 0.7 inch, while width shrinks by 0.1 inch. As executive sedans go, the A8 is sized to compete with the other German mega-cruisers. Its wheelbase is 1.5 inches shorter than the Mercedes-Benz S-class and 3.3 inches shorter than BMW's 7 Series. It's a segment built around the rear seat, and all three cars offer ample space to let riders test on us. breathe.We drove the A8 in southern Spain over mountainous terrain lined with glass-smooth, rib-bone-esque two lanes that lacked both shoulders and mercy. Our time behind the wheel came in relatively benign A8s equipped with the V6 and lacking some of the machine's most compelling features. We weren't able to try traffic jam pilot during this specific experience, but we had already driven a car equipped with it and found the system, while capable of relieving traffic-induced stress, was quite limited in scope. The active setup's most promising feature, however, is the ability to float the A8's body over road irregularities. The I system scans the road ahead with a forward-looking camera, Audi calls the function preview, and turns that data into wheel motions that follow the road shape. Before the front wheels encounter an elevated bump, the body is raised to provide the additional suspension travel needed to absorb the imperfection. Then, as the car passes over, the suspension is extended to trace the road's topography. Dips and single-wheel events are handled similarly, with the wheels following the terrain while the body remains isolated. The system provides 2.0 inches of lift and 2.4 inches of drop at each wheel, enough to make speed bumps and manhole covers virtually irrelevant. Closed-course demonstrations of the preview technology were convincing, but we didn't get to experience it on the open road. Even though the active suspension was fitted to 2 test cars and performed as promised to limit roll, pitch, and dive, the preview function wasn't enabled on those cars. Audi's Drive Select system is standard and offers 3 driving modes: Auto, Comfort, and Dynamic, and also integrates control of the I suspension on cars so equipped. The standard suspension is no slouch itself when it comes to comfort and control. Wheel sizes will start at 19 inches, with options up to 21 inches available. We didn't sample the optional torque vectoring sport rear differential, which no doubt would have improved the handling. Consistent with all Audis of late, the new interior is a sober revision on an already business-like theme. Although it lacks flourish, the materials and assembly quality are exquisite and complement the modern, if subtle, redesign. But it's hard not to shake your head at some of its rich folk gimmickry. With the straight face, an Audi representative unveiled the optional foot warmer and massager for the right rear passenger that deploys from the front passenger seat back. Massaging, heating, and reclining functions can be had in the rear seats as well. More important, it's utterly silent, so much so that it's hard to imagine there are actual explosions of fuel and air on the other side of the firewall. We never heard the V6 make meaningful noise while the windows were up. Active noise cancellation through the audio system speakers is included on the V8, W12, and plug-in hybrid models. Pricing will increase for the new A8, but Audi representatives say the bump will be modest, given that a V6-powered 2018 A8 starts at $83,475. We expect the 4th-gen car to begin at less than $90,000. If comfort, ease, convenience, and technological features are the measures of a modern luxury sedan, it's hard to call the 2019 A8 anything but a win. It's as silent, effortless, and serene an environment as can be had on 4 wheels. Few cars offer an escape from the chaos of modern driving as effectively as the 2019 A8, even when it's not driving itself.